So we're trying to make sense of the last verses of Revelation 19, where an angel calls out to birds, come and eat the flesh of every last living human being. Makes God look like he's violent, yeah? And we found out that this is the tail end of a story that starts back in the seventh plague in chapter 16, verse 17, and continues right on, bit by bit, showing that Babylon from top down, from the headquarters right down to the individuals where the birds come and eat, is coming undone from within, and that God is doing nothing. Chapter 17, verse 1. Then one of the seven angels who had the seven bowls came and said to me, come, I will show you the judgment of the great prostitute Babylon, who is seated on many waters. So we've just seen that it's been divided internally into three, and now the judgment of Babylon continues. And we will see inner disintegration carry on down the chain from the top headquarters right down to individuals where the birds come and eat them up. And when we see the whole storyline, it's going to make a lot more sense what the birds is all about. He goes down now to a second level of the structure of Babylon. First he said that the whole system is divided into three. Now he's going to tell us that part of the Babylonian system includes the beast with 10 horns. Yeah, it's part of the Babylon system. And now we're going to see how that now comes apart until we reach every human being, the citizens within Babylon. 17:3. I saw a woman, Babylon, sitting on a scarlet beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. Okay, we're going to see the judgment of Babylon, and then he moves to a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, and Babylon sits on her. She's riding the beast. She's controlling the beast. She's directing the beast. She's controlling the beast. The beast and the 10 horns are part of Babylon. She rides it. She controls it. And now that too comes apart. So we go from inner division into 3 major sections. And now the beast and with the 10 horns, which is part of it, look what it does. It's part of Babylon, and look what it does. It's controlled by Babylon. Look what it does. 17:12 tells us what the horns are about, the beast with the 10 horns. And look at the storyline. The 10 horns are 10 kings who receive authority as kings for 1 hour together with the beast. So we're talking about a political military alliance between 10 kings and the beast, which is the Antichrist. And they're going to come together in union for a short period of time. But don't forget, we've already been told that Babylon is controlling her. And Babylon's going to come apart because she has killed the followers of Jesus. She rode the beast with the 10 horns, with the 10 kings. All right, look what happens to this subsection of Babylon. The beast with the 10 horns is under Babylon's dominion. Yeah. Let's keep going. Here comes the shocker. First it's divided into 3, and then in 17:1 it says, I'll show you the further judgment of Babylon. And now big chunk of Babylon, the beast with the 10 kings. Look what they do to the headquarters. It's already fractured into 3 in a division. Now look at this. 17:16. And the 10 horns, New King James Version, and the 10 horns which you saw on the beast, these will hate the harlot Babylon. What? She rides her, she controls her, they are part of her. She has dominion over them, as we saw in 17:18, the kings. And now the kings and the beast turn on Babylon, who they are part of. The 10 horns which you saw on the beast, these will hate the harlot. They will make her desolate and naked and eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Subsections of Babylon are now turning on Babylon. They will eat her flesh. Evil eats itself. And we were told in verse 1, come guys, I'm going to show you exactly how Babylon is going to be judged. 17:1. We already see that it's been divided in a fracture into 3, and now the beast And the 10 horns, which are a major part of it, they're going to turn on her. Inner division, part of it, a big part of it, eats her. Evil is coming undone all on its own. And we saw in 16, 17 and 19 that this process of evil destroying itself is called the wrath of God. The wrath of God does not describe anything that God does, for what evil will do to itself when God releases his restraint on their power and they just implode. Now we're getting towards the section of the birds eating every single human being. We're going to go right down the ladder. Notice here, the important phrase, precedence has been set. The 10 kings and the beast eat her flesh. This is a code. Eat her flesh in the book of Revelation serves as a pointer and a signal. Self-destruction is taking place. Eat her flesh will appear again. That phrase, eating flesh, with the birds who will then come and eat the flesh of the kings who ate the flesh of Babylon. The whole story is showing us how Babylon, top down, is imploding. Its weight is coming on its own head. It's destroying itself. Evil eats evil. So remember the phrase, eat her flesh, has been now mentioned and defined to describe the process of evil self-destructing. And the phrase eating flesh will come up again with the birds, and we are getting there. Next time, we're going to read the next event in the 7th plague, and that is Jesus returns. After the beast and the 10 kings eat her, self-implode, destroy one another, Jesus returns to end this war. Next time.